What's up, guys? Chris from Closet Weave here, and we're back in my closet to do a different kind of video. I'm gonna be doing a story time kind of video. I just felt like I went through something and would like to share that experience with you guys, and maybe someone who watches this video might um, be able to get some advice from this and might be able to help them out. So people who are new to the channel or have come here from the shorts I've made, this is mostly an anime reaction channel. As you can see, I watch in my closet, so I'm actually a very introverted person, very socially antisocial, don't like going out, love watching anime, and very to myself. So sometime early last month, like it's April right now, so in the beginning of March, this is it's a dating app story. So I've been on dating apps for a few years now, and before this experience, I have not been on a date from a dating app. I'm, like I said, I'm very antisocial, so I am like very picky on when to go out, who to go out with, and um, like going on dates just scares me. So in the beginning of March, I actually sent a like out to a girl, and then she matched me. And the first thing we both said to each other was, "You live way too far away, and driving to you and then her driving to me would be too much of a hassle." So that was the first joke we both made when we messaged each other on Hinge. I was using Hinge, and we were just chopping it up, just talking, small talk. And later that same week, my friend, shout out Noah, he asked me to go to a basketball game. And this basketball game was actually where this girl lives, in the city where she lives at. So I messaged her saying, "Hey, there's this crazy coincidence happening. I'm actually going to be in your city, and if you're down to hang out, I'm going to the basketball game. We can hang out afterwards if you have no plans." And she said, "Yeah, let's do it. Just let me know." So it's about a 2.5 hour drive from where I live to where she's at. So on the car ride there, I had to ask Noah, my friend, this crazy request, and he was down with it. He said he would find something to do to let me have some time to go on this date and meet this girl. So Noah, I already told you, you ultimate wingman, will really always appreciate that moment. So finished up at the basketball game. She suggested this bar that she goes to, or that she's been to a lot. And again, I'm very antisocial. Don't like going out. You can even ask my family. You can ask Noah. It was a surprise that I even said yes to go out to this basketball game. And then him hearing me talk about this girl was a surprise to him as well. Um, so then he dropped me off at the bar. She was there, and it was a great time. We were um, just talking, small talking, talking about just, like I said, just small talk stuff. Like I said, this was my first date from a dating app ever, and everything just felt like it was flowing, going. Nothing felt forced, and we had a fun night. We were at the bar, and then the bar turned into a club at like 10 o'clock, and then she took me to the club area. We were dancing, having fun, and yeah, that was literally a perfect first date, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. And it felt like we were both vibing with each other, wanting to keep talking, texting, and that's how it was afterwards, after that date. And we were texting a lot, and she had plans. Again, we both said it's it's very hard. It would be very hard for us to drive to each other because, again, it's like a 2.5 hour drive. And she had friends who lived about halfway in between. So that following week after our first date, she was going to be over hanging out with her friends, and I decided to meet her over there, and we watched a movie. And again, I do not like going out. Driving scares me because I see too many videos of people with road rage over the smallest inconvenience, and I just get like, sometimes I get anxiety driving around. But I really like the girl, so I said, you know what, man up, go see her. And yeah, I drove over there. It was like an hour and a half drive. We watched a movie, great time again. And yeah, we were vibing. Like, we were all talk we would always talk, text and whatnot, well, mostly texting. And everything seemed good. And she was busy a lot with her work, and then she had a lot of plans, hanging out with her friends, but she would always keep me updated. And so for like the first 2 weeks, we were very consistent with texting, and then I noticed it started to get slower and slower, the text, receiving texts. And I would offer, or I was trying to go out somewhere because there was an event that was happening in her city, and I asked her, hey, would this be a nice date? No reply. And a couple days ago, so it's about a month since our first date, a couple days ago, she texted me after not texting me for a while, or for a couple days, and I get that dreaded text, can I call you? Because we were usually texting, and then she's like, can I call you? I need to talk to you. And I'm a very aware person, so I felt what was coming. And she just was honest with me. She said she couldn't deal with the distance thing, and it was very hard. It would be very hard for her to continue in this relationship, friendship, and she just wanted to be very upfront, honest. And for someone, like I said, who's very antisocial, to themselves, introverted, it takes a lot for me to open up, and I opened up to her a lot. I was telling my family about her, and they were excited. My family was excited because I was actually going out again, meeting people, and the fact that they heard I met someone that I like, I can tell they were excited for me. And so when we had that phone call and she said all that stuff to me, how she just wanted to, she can't continue on with this. It hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt a lot. And in this day, I see so much stuff online that gets posted that's like negative. I see people getting emotional, getting angry over slightest inconveniences, rejections. There was a streamer incident, I think sometime last month, with Valkyrie, big streamer, and she was out with friends. This dude gets rejected on the stream, and then he gets super angry, and he starts yelling at them, threatening them. Probably post like a video reference here. And it's just, that should not be the norm. As much as it hurt me for her to say she can't continue on, she didn't want to keep talking because she didn't want to waste my time, she didn't want to waste her time. I was very understanding from her perspective, and yeah, you just gotta accept it. I was just really lucky to meet a girl that, for my first dating app date, was such an amazing girl, and showed me that there's good people out there. So it's always, I know it's hard, especially for me. It's hard for me to go out and like try and meet people because I'm very to myself, and this girl just opened my eyes a little bit more to being more willing to go out and, you know, put myself out there more. So for anyone that, you know, might be struggling with social anxiety, being introverted, antisocial, take a chance. You know, you never know what'll happen. You just be safe. You know, when I was going on these dates, I was letting Noah know. He was texting me the whole time on that first night when I met up with her, and then I was texting my family the second time I met up with her, letting them know where I'm at, just in case, because the world is a crazy place. But it was a great experience, and yeah, we both wish nothing but the best for each other, and it ended on good terms, you know. In the moment, like I said, I was very hurt, but when I look back on it, she was a very busy girl. She spent a lot of time with her friends and family, and it's always good to put yourself in the other person's shoes to see, to just try and get a better understanding, because like I said, she spent a lot more time with her friends, family. I was just a guy she met on Hinge, and we met twice, so she had other priorities, totally understandable, and we still we still follow each other on Instagram, so it's like nothing, no bad blood, nothing. It's just very mature. It was just, I really appreciated how she was upfront and honest in letting me know, and that's all we should strive for, you know, just being upfront. People don't like getting ghosted. That's probably one of the worst feelings ever, because on the dating apps before, I'd match with other girls, send messages, and then get no reply, and it just leaves me wondering if I did anything wrong, or if I'm just, you know, not good enough, and that's a confidence killer. So the fact that this girl was so cool and gave me a chance, that just gave me all the confidence in the world, you know, to be more open. So yeah, shout out to her. And yeah, special shout out to Noah once again for being that wingman on that first night. So yeah, that was my experience for my first date on a dating app, and I hope this can help some people out there. Yeah, not much else to say. Thank you guys, and I'll see y'all on the next one.